Hello friends, and welcome back to another Dark and Darker video. It's back! The next alpha test is back, and they have added a new experimental game mode called the Goblin Caves. An experimental game mode that's been put on that is just purely for solo adventurers. I figured I would just go over some of the basic things that I'm going to be starting out, some of the basic talents and things like that I'm going to be running as I'm opening up here on my Cleric. I absolutely love the Cleric in the last playtest, so I think that I will be using the Cleric once more. So if we just head over to our class over here, go to our perks and skills. I've got Smite on at the moment because I quite like to buff my character, but in fact, I think what we'll be doing is running Judgment and using Undead Slaying. Undead Slaying is an interesting one. You can swap Undead Slaying out, you know, with either the blunt weapon mastery or maybe kindness. You know, advanced healing is pretty good too, just because it gives you just like a flat base extra heal, like 5 extra heal, which is quite nice. Obviously, we've got to wait till level 5 to get the next perk, so we're going to be skipping on that for now. So we'll just grab the Undead Slaying, and do you know what? We'll grab Judgment because it's got a bit of range that'll keep us safe. Now, the actual interesting and awesome part. So they've changed this now. They've obviously added a new spell that you can see here. Sanctuary, very good, very nice. But more importantly, they've added the fact that Resurrection, you can actually run Resurrection now. So like if I get rid of Divine Strike, I can run Resurrection and these 3 spells. Could not do that before. That would have been completely fucking nutty if you could do that before. Way better on the spells. Sanctuary, this is a new one. It's like a hold to cast sort of type deal. You summon a circle underneath you and it heals allies within the circle and then damages undead enemies within the circle whilst you're casting it, if you follow me. Stick on Divine Strike back on there. We want to get Bless on the top because that way we go Bless. Yeah. So that's sort of what the spells are going to be looking like. Bless, Protection, Divine Strike, Sanctuary, Lesser Heal, and then we're going to be jumping into a game to get our first win, our first extraction. Nothing fancy. Let's just get one. Here we go, baby. So this is the start of the game, my very first game back into the new playtest of Dark and Darker. And I'm just sort of just getting a quick, like, immediate look around as to what the hell is going on. Because this map is completely new, it's completely different. And all in all, very much enjoy it. I enjoy that there's like a whole new landscape to sort of traverse around. I also feel like the loot has been improved. I don't know if that's just me, but like I feel like I'm coming across a bit more. Anyway, so I've got only the basic default gear here, just starting to move my way through, sort of progressing into the dungeon, and I heard some knocking about, and I wondered if maybe it was a player, so I've just got my eyes down below the bridge to see if I can see it, and I hear somebody, and I'm thinking, okay, let's buff up, make sure I've got the full protections that I need to make sure I'm not squishy. You are pretty squishy as a cleric, but if you buff yourself up, then you're pretty much good to go. And then, you know, you put Smite on the weapon as well, and you just do so much damage. So I come in like Assassin's Creed Flying Eagle down from this, and I hit this dude in the head. Sweet. He starts running. He's so much quicker than me. I can't seem to grab him. So I'm like, okay, switch, put your weapons away and start running. So away I go. And I'm like, great. Got a hit on him again. Arrow. I thought to myself, that's probably an archer, was my first initial thought. Like a skeleton archer. Managed to get a cheeky little dodge there. And then it's just, I noticed then that that's a player and not like a enemy. And I'm like, okay, he's hid here. Got him. Great. Now I'm like, okay, I've got to just make, I've got to get to the right position to try and find the archer. To try and get up to the archer. So I'm like, okay, rebuff, make sure that I've got protection on, and you know, again, not too squishy. I don't want to die, not like this. So I keep moving up, And there is a point where he gets me sort of pinned down, and I can't really, like, I've got nowhere to jump for or go for. I just sort of, like, I'm out in the open. My protection's still up, so, like, that's fine. There's a wall spike there, right? And, you know, I didn't hear it or pay attention to it because this dude is firing at me. I was not thinking about it whatsoever. And we will come back to that wall spike in a minute. So I'm like, I'm going to be really clever here. I'm going to turn off the light. You know, a little bit of walking around, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then I'm going to go and open the door. Because, of course, I'm just that good. My positional awareness is, you know, incredibly top tier in this game. So, sweet. I've gotten around that. I'm safe. I just chucking on a lesser heal onto myself quickly. Because I'm like, okay, got to make sure that I'm all prepared for this now. Open bless. I hear the archer come around the corner. Boom. Miss him once. Miss him twice. Hit him thrice. Oh, I got him. And I'm on 1 centimeter of health. And I'm like, oh shit. I gotta run. Double back. What do I forget about? That's right. I forget about the wall spike. That's okay. We move on to the next round. So on to my next one. Much more creepy, stealthy gameplay in this one. Starting to turn off the lights, you know, I'm like, I'm going to jump on this chest, I'm going to loot it, I'm just going to be so stealthy, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a mimic, run. Immediately, my plans have been foiled. I'm just looking for, like, a little side spot I can jump on. I'm like, can I jump that? Nope, ouch, that hurt. Just keep running. Then I hear something. I'm like, oh god, the mimic's right behind me, all of these goblins, they're all chasing me. They're all chasing me. So I'm literally just absolutely belting it. I saw that dude in the corner of my eye. Not sure if you saw him. Just hovering around there. Managed to get the door open here. And get some space between me and the enemy. And I'm like, oh my god, okay. The circle is closing in. I haven't got very many spells left. So I'm like, okay. Let's try out this new sanctuary. Because I hadn't tried this yet, so I was like, let's give this a go. And I kept cancelling it when I was using it. And when it did this animation, I was like, oh, it's supposed to do that. And if you touch the wall or anything, it cancels straight away, which is super annoying. But it's good to note that, you know, it is like a hold down spell. I was trying to figure out if it was like a channel spell or like an instant cast or what was the deal. I hear somebody just around the corner. So I completely buff up, and I can see that the mobs are on him, and look at that. I mean, this man is trapped. He is trapped between all of these mobs, and it's just as sad. It's just sad, you know, it's sad. And the wall spike gets him as he's trying to defend from me. You know, there's no, you can't do much. You can't do too much there, unfortunately. The dude's got a little bit of treasure on him, not too much, although a little bit of something. And considering I've died a good few times since, you know, the start of this, I've got a good few death clips on my character already. Let's put it that way. I'm putting out the light because I was just like, oh, I feel like there's somebody might be around, but then I hear the portal and I'm like, oh my god, hot damn, go for it. So I'm running around. I'm always trying to create dark spots on the map. In case I have to run back. Because if I do have to run back, it's like a safe spot for me to run back into. All of this is completely pitch blacked out. So this has been done by somebody already. Boom. There it is. My escape portal, baby. I hear another player. Just sort of behind me. The steps coming up. So I decided that I'm not going to risk it in any way, shape or form. I'm just going to get out with the treasure that I've got. This is the guy that I can hear. And bless him, he is absolutely running for his life. Trying to get to it. And I get a subscriber just like that. How beautiful is that? So, thank you very much, Gaston, for signing us out on here. So that's it, baby. That's the first video. The first Cleric solo gameplay vid Obviously, I'm going to be playing this game so much more. I'm going to be getting a whole bunch of new clips. I'm going to continue this little series going on. If you don't want to just see Cleric, maybe you want to see a different class, let me know. I'll play it. Until then, I'm just going to play the classes that I enjoy and upload the videos that I enjoy like that. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!